There's a story inside that song that has been worrying my head for a long time. Like, I need to say this, but I can't say it because there are some things that rappers will say and get away with. I can't get away with that
Because you talk
because I'm
about
deeply
real stuff.
involved.
You ask me where I get all my energy from the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god, and you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokwe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another edition of Adeshokwe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, right here in the Afri Media Studios in London, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And I'm joined by special guests to sit down with me one-on-one.
Yo, what's up? My name is Erigga, paper boy, all the way from Southside Nigeria, Warri to be precise, and you're live on the Afrobeat podcast. Yes, Afrobeat podcast. We beat your Afro if you're not listening. I beg.
As always, we appreciate the subscriptions, likes, and comments. The last time I checked the statistics, 85% of the people watching, that's you, haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Please click the subscription button right now. Subscribe, share, comment, invite other people to subscribe and just watch and support us. The bigger our platform gets, the better we're in position to support our own people without waiting for others to support us. Now, this is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. This is our drink for us, by us. So we need your support as well. All you have to do is go on to energygod.com. Go and pick a pack or a crate or whatever it is, buy it for the family, mix it with your drinks. Energy God is, people ask me where I get my energy from. To be honest with you, the secret is out. Energy God is the secret. So make sure you go get that. And as always, our brothers, our friends in Anchor Car Sales, check out Anchor Car Sales where you can contact them at any time of the day for any kind of car, luxury, running around, work cars, your VIP, your Jeeps, your exclusive vehicles that nobody else has in the UK. Anchor Car Sales can get you that. Follow them on social media, send them a message and tell them Shopsy Do sent you, and they'll give you a special advisor who will work close with you on your budget to deliver your car of your dreams. And speaking about delivering, they will get the car to your door in one piece. So check out Anchor Car Sales as well. Now, over here in the studio is an artist all the way from the west side of Africa, representing the green, white, green Nigeria to be exact. Rap has been a conversation around this artist because he's one of the hip hop heads that has held the flag and pushing the culture forward for a long, long time. It's the paper boy. Erigga's in the building. What's going on?
Yeah, that was loud.
What's happening, my brother? It's a pleasure to finally be in the studio with you, man.
Swear down. I'm a fan of this podcast.
Thank you.
And I feel like the truth needs to be spoken.
Absolutely. That's why you're here. Before we get into it, how are you doing? How have you been recently, man?
Yeah, I've been good. I've been fine. I'm like pregnant. That pregnant, like trying to drop this album. Like I've been holding this stuff for like a year now. So it's crazy when you have a lot to give and people, you want them to just listen to what you have to say. And there are so many things, so many problems. I was supposed to drop the album. I lost my dad. That one hit me back home because I used to be the guy that says that, man, leave Popsy. If I don't even cry, say everything they saw. But when that happened, it struck something in me because now I'm not a dad. I have 2 daughters.
Wow.
Yeah, I even featured on the last album. I have my daughter, like both of them on the first track.
Record,
yeah, she did the hook on the first track.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so many responsibilities. Had to push the album forward a bit, and it's been crazy. Like mentally, the business is not even the music business is not even. It's crazy. Like even
Music
picking
business
rap first of all, you'll be like, see, you don't sign your own self, see, man. Now Allah you day because these kids right now, the listening that people that really listens right now, like they're like fast food music right now. Nobody takes their time to create.
So are you trying to say they don't listen to rap like they listen to other genres?
My people listen to rap. They listen to me.
Your fans listen to you.
Yeah, they listen to me because it kind of like a day-to-day thing for them, like how they used to live their life day to day, because
Because
a lot of them
every
can,
guy speaking.
yeah, they see me through this whole phase, like from 2010 to 2015. That's like 15 years of their life, and
Followership.
so they see me evolve. So each album is like, let's see what Erigga, where he's mentally right now, because there are so many. When I look back at my trials, I'll be like, those things when I talk 2015 or 2014, okay, yeah, that was where I was at that particular time. So I can't be saying certain things anymore,
Again,
because but then it's crazy when you're this level trying to still give them that craziness.
you speak about being in the game since 2010. This is 2025.
2010 is like officially, that's when I
But
did my first video.
exactly. But before officially, there's always like another 4-5 years.
It's not even my first single was 2004.
Yeah. So
I
about
was in
5,
secondary
6 years.
school when I dropped it.
Let's talk about that. So first of all, let's just, as best as you can, give us a summary of where Erigga, who Erigga is,
Yeah.
and where you've come from.
Okay, first of all, Erigga is that Warri boy from the south of Nigeria.
South.
Where
Wafi.
everybody they're aggressive.
Too aggressive. Wafi, you know they carry life.
You can't blame us, because it's the environment we were trying to thrive in. Like, even being a musician is even tough, because there was no facility there's no infrastructure.
Support.
Yeah, there's no
musicians.
infrastructure that supports this. So imagine then I had to travel to Lagos by road. They would get to Ikeja for a Clark studio. That was like studio everybody was recording there, because then you see Two Face, you see them Asdos, you see P Square, everybody is just there, and you have to sleep in the studio, because
to even get
you don't have
time.
you don't have anybody in Lagos. There's no mom, no dad, no family members. So you sleep in the studio. Then the next day you take your CDs and you're back to Warri.
And you go back to Warri.
Yeah. If you don't like something in the mix, if you don't like anything in the mix, you still have to travel back to Lagos to correct it. I remember a friend trying to correct Ayat. The Ayat was too loud. They're like, bro, I need to go Lagos back again. This Ayat's too loud. 04 back. You know, like, now you're there, you just get your own studio, you record something, email them to this guy. So coming from that era, like, I've seen, like, is it 3 decades of this music?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we're in the 3rd decade now.
Exactly. And it's still fresh.
Starting that early, as of the early 2000s,
Yeah.
who were the rappers that gave you juice, that made you feel like you could get on the microphone? And I'm not even talking like American rappers now. I think
it's more or less like the rappers that made me feel like I should get off the microphone. I remember buying Mode 9's album, and I'm like, God, how do I touch this? This is so, like, punchlines, boom, 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 boom. Leave this one first, leave this one. Take Rugged Man, boom.
Punchline.
This is so, like,
crazy.
So when, like, nah, I think the best thing is just to be me. Being me is just doing stuff that is in my environment, like rapping with everything that is in my reality. And my reality was tough, because there's so many stuff going on, things you can't even say on camera. So many, like, so who I saw that, like, Eminem was like my go-to guy, because we are kind of like upbringing, single parent, mom, dad issues, and all that. Yeah, so I was there mentally.
So you understood he spoke.
Yeah,
his pain.
The reality was so similar to mine, because now I have to do these things myself. You get, like, there was no OG there, like, trying to put you on, and you have to put yourself on. Like, we're the guys that put ourselves on by ourselves. So it's crazy. Like, hearing those albums, like, yo, I think the best thing I can do is be me. And how can I be me? Let me start rapping with everything I can see within my premises. The violence, the drugs, the rapes, abuse, killings, robbings. This is just basically the reality.
I listened to one of your records. Again, I've forgotten what record it was, because I was just listening to a whole bunch of records. And you were talking in there saying, you know, this one codeine, that one this, that. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, yo, this guy is just talking about so. And then I thought about it. I'm like, you're reflecting your reality in that verse.
Yeah.
So you must have said, make I make I just sip codeine or something. So it's
Yeah,
almost like
okay.
a reflection
I
of.
think it's real matters they're
So,
talking about.
so it
The
was like
last, yeah.
basically you're just talking about people going through struggles and trying to numb their pain.
Yeah.
In what you talk about worry and that hard place. Talk to me about growing up in Warri. What was it like? What is it like? Why is it that a lot of people that come from that place have reached the top of the game in so many things? Are we talking about, music, arts? Are we
Movies,
talking movies? Are
comedy.
we talking even the creative industry? Are we
Yeah.
talking tech, whatever it is? Or are we even talking just bad man? We got to keep it real. Warri produces people at the top of their class.
I used
What
to
is
tell
it?
people like,
Yeah.
people know worry for oil. We get oil for ground and we still get oil for our head. So I decide to utilize the one in my head since I don't get access to the one where they ground because that's the way the government, the way they arrange everything, the way it's structured. Like you have to be thuggish for you to get that bread. So if you're not that, what do you want to be? The companies have left. When the companies left, it even became another reality because now
Those oil
there is
companies.
those oil companies after the crisis.
Yeah.
The crisis is what really changed the dynamics of everything. So it's like a dry land. So it's crazy. Like when I say crazy, like really, really, really crazy. You have to see your friends. Like you see your friends they'll go rob, don't come meet you, say, man, bro, Afa, we just go collect. So this is that. And I don't see anything wrong in it because that's the only thing I know. That's
your
my
reality.
reality. That's what I know. That's where I can. But one thing about me, I've always been this guy that I always want to break boundaries. Like I want to go beyond. Like I want to see what the world has for me. So I did travel go Lagos. I travel outside 2006. As of 2006, I don't even date Enugu. Like when they feel I did inside school, I don't come up for school. I don't enter Enugu, go see what's up. Okay, this
Because Enugu also had a thriving music scene from day one.
Yeah, Enugu, Port Harcourt.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Enugu, Port Harcourt, and there's Lagos. But Enugu is closer. Enugu and Port Harcourt is closer to us, so that's like how far we can reach. Yeah. So, but when you come house, see say house not good. Like nobody they make them. Like they go tell you seriously, every guy you want to rap, look this fool Warri, who don't make we rap. And that's the reality. There's nobody. And this is tough for you because you pick the hardest genre in music, rap. Meaning your story. At a point, not be punchline metaphor again. At a point, you go leave metaphor, leave punchline. Now it has to be you. That's why I love rappers fall off. They fell off because on your book when you write or your punchlines, your hardest line you want to keep the game don't finish. The people don't know you.
Story.
They don't know you.
You haven't brought them into
They don't know
your world.
They don't know where you grew up in. They don't know any of your guys in your music. They don't know what you had to do to get here. All they know is that you can rap. So to me, it's bigger for me because every phase of my life is my music. Every single phase of my life is my music. So if you hear those violence and everything, I'm sorry, but that's my reality.
That's what you went through.
That's what I went through. There was a song I did with Odumodu Black, PTSD. When you hear a song PTSD, you'll be like,
you already know what that means.
Exactly. And there was a story inside that song that has been worrying my head for a long time. Like, I need to say this, but I can't say it because there are some things that rappers will say and get away with. I can't get away with that.
Because you talk
because
about
I'm deeply
real
involved.
stuff.
I'm deeply involved. Like when they say involved to the point like there's a line you say, if I say it, there's gonna be problem back home. The street go just be like because they know the story.
Because they know you are a military man.
They know the story. Like they were talking about the rape. There was the verse too. And I say, imagine say you are like the people want you to follow the worker like now them they do this thing. Like you know who you want go report give now still them now you go report because they like I never walked with my mates. When I was like 9, my friends were like 17, 18, 19. So I had experience from the OGs. So I'm like the small intelligent guy.
Smallly around
yeah,
the OGs.
my that small intelligent boy on a few stay. When he puts them for the right like do you understand? So they always keep me around because I'm that small guy and go feed do all things. And when that stuff happened, I knew it wasn't right because this is me watching. And they had Erigga, see condom or you go join. And I'm like, nah, this is not right because I grew up in a house where with so many girls and I know that this is not making sense. And who am I going to report to? It's still them because then and I be the and then be
The
the
judge, the
chairman. No,
jury,
no, they
the
call them
security.
yeah, the tax force and all those people when you feel go report
They are
such things.
supposed to go and report other people's bad behavior to them. Now they're behaving badly. What can you do?
Nah, did that thing in my head for a long time.
Gosh.
It took me like when I was on that track with Odumodo, I'm like, yo, bro, this I have to put this thing out there, and I did, and I was free because right now I'm in a position where I can say it and nothing will happen.
You speak about rappers falling off. You've been around, like you said, since '06.
Yeah,
You've seen different generations of successful rap musicians,
yeah,
specifically in Nigeria. You saw it all from the Mode Nines, the Rugged Mans,
Yeah.
the MIs,
Yeah.
the Phenos. Shout out to Erigga, that's my blood.
Vector.
VEC, the Viper, that's my blood.
that's my bro.
You've seen all of those eras.
Yeah,
And you've also seen the successes of the other guys that are singing and
Yeah.
continuously growing
Yeah.
in the culture. What's it like as a rapper who's been consistent? Yeah, I've got to be honest with you. You've got about 6 projects out
yeah,
already.
this is gonna be the 7th album.
Exactly. 6 official albums out already. So
That's we're talking about digital distribution is
6, but for
CD
CD level, you don't record 10. That means you've been putting in a lot of work.
Yeah,
But to have seen that some of the rappers that have been successful in the past, in some cases, are no longer, at the top of the food chain, even still doing the music at that high level. How does a rapper feel encouraged? Or how do you keep going?
Yeah.
When some of the forerunners, the pace setters are looking at in front of you, somehow just start disappearing. Not necessarily falling off, but just disappearing.
Yeah, it has to do with how will I say, these kids looked up at me. I kind of like mess with the younger generations a lot because a lot of them don't have guidance. They come to my music for guidance, for motivation, inspiration. So it's more than making music. It's more like leading, guiding. You can't count any rapper right now that is here that did not grow up on Erigga vibe.
Talk that talk.
They know. They know say it because now me break but maybe the first guy go just come up just say Toto prick for music and then it was like, oh my god, he just say, oh, we can't play him on radio. I know how they used to
There's
like
a verse now. Once you said that came to my mind. I'm gonna fuck the world, but I'm me prick go pay.
fuck the world, even though I prick go pain.
When I heard that, I said, no, this boy crazy, bro.
So that actually fucked my bread up because I couldn't get radio plays.
Because of the
Because
content of your music.
because of how raw it was. And raw is the only way I can go because for Warri, we know Sabi hide something. We'll tell you IB, we'll tell you with anyhow we fit to tell you, anyhow you want digest them, now you get them because we are just straightforward people. So people can't deal with that straightforwardness. They want you to just beat around the bush but me, I will tell you straight as it is. So they know Erigga for that talk. He say it as it is. So radios, boom. But what happened was like the youngest found a way to still get to the music because social media
kept
came.
you alive, kept your career.
They kept
going.
everything going. Like you understand, like picking when they 10 years as at 2010. And there's one unique thing about the audience. Like I can go to a show now and I'm performing. You see kids of like 11, 12 years. You definitely know they were not around when I did those stuff,
Songs.
like when I started, but they know every line word for word. It's kind of like, my elder brother, the plan and come put my elder brother, I put me on. So it's like from generations to generation, they keep telling, like, this guy, if you want the truth, this is the guy you go. If you want So I think what's keeping me alive is just my audience, like, not them.
What about hip hop in general and rap? The conversations have always been that there was a dip. I think we have to be honest that there was a dip. I was speaking to you before we came on camera and said between 2010 and 2014, what basically I was saying is this. I was listening to Erigga's music and there was a collaboration that came on with you and MI.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening to that record. And when MI starts to spit, I get emotional
We all
as an
need to
MI
scream
fan.
before you go
And
into-
I was like, and then it took me back to 2010,
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, where MI, Ice Prince, these were the big superstars, you know, Vectors. And I felt like at that moment, it might not be justified, but at that moment, I had a mixture of emotions of anger and just the fact that I felt that as a MI fan and what we were enjoying at that time, we didn't get a lot more of that MI at the peak of, you know, their popularity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there was a dip with hip hop.
I think it's globally though.
Yes, I agree.
Because even in America, it's like
No, but still, hip hop found a way to continue to dominate pop culture. Even when people talk about rap and hip hop dipping, remember from Kanye West in 2010 and Drake in 2008 and 9, they continue to dominate. It's still Future. Future is a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Travis Scott is a hip hop artist.
Yeah,
you know,
that's one thing people need to understand about hip hop. Hip hop birthed a lot of genre.
yes.
So hip hop has been here for long, and it will still be here for the longest. You can
Fact.
really fine tune it, but I think the problem we now had was it became too easy to get into the studio and rap. Then when you're going to the studio, you have your books, you have your.
You've already done
You
your.
have a lot. Like you have to be. It was like a sport. I'm going to the studio with the aim to kill every rapper there. So they had like different processes for you to get on that. But I mean, like sometimes we don't like gatekeeping, but sometimes I think gatekeeping should be necessary because the bar is so low right now that anybody can jump in and they call that rap.
I wanted to even say that not only rap has the bar been set low. Look at Afrobeats now. The last 2 years, we found it difficult to hold on to a record to say, you know, these are the records that have blown up in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Music is disappearing. Look, in 2024, in my opinion, Kiss Daniel dropped some of the biggest records that shook the whole Afrobeats industry.
Yep.
And within 6, 7, 8 months, it's like those records are gone. It's like DJs don't even want to play that club.
Yeah, that's because of the audience right now. They consume a lot of media, and you're not just competing with musicians. Now somebody will just come up on TikTok and do one funny thing, and there's a beat to it, and he's in the club and he's being booked for shows, and it's spitting on your creativity. Like I don't just drop music. If I don't have anything to say, I won't drop an album. I won't even go to the street if I don't have anything to say. But these days it's like, okay, you have to say something because the spotlight is on you. You've gone viral. Okay, let's get the vibers and the writers. You can't even write for me to start with first.
Because you can't tell my
And they get
story.
that issue, yeah. Nobody feel write for me because witness with I witness. They my head. So right now it's just like let's get everybody in the room and trying to produce. Like it looks so like kind of like generic or what was
Yeah.
no,
it's generic.
GMO.
Like genetically modified
Yeah,
music.
it's no longer natural anymore. Like I can't feel your pains. Before when they hear music, they cry.
Facts.
Like bro, like when you hear if to say not just me, say, how to face don't too.
Sorry, you don't suffer. Who disrespect them? Yeah. I
But
get
right
it.
now it's just like
Microwave stuff.
yeah, and it's done.
You speak about gatekeepers. You know, the funny thing is that somebody commented on my page this week and said, "Nah, man, we just had a Red Bull sound clash, and people were arguing back and forth about it." And I posted a little clip of the Red Bull sound clash and saying, "Listen, man, we need to put in a little bit more work." Blah, blah, blah. Somebody posted a comment there saying, "Baba, what we need to talk about is the gatekeeping in our culture." And I'm thinking, where are the gatekeepers?
Is the entitlement mentality of some artists, yeah? You never put in the work.
Yeah.
You want me and you did the same conversation. It does not work that. No, let me tell you something. See, 2010, 2011, I go burn bag of CDs. With like 100 CDs, 200 CDs. Waka from Ikeja to Surulere, they give every DJ when they play music for sports when crowd day. Then chill till they play it 5 times before I move to the next spot. Then we're not chill. Then weekends we say, okay, we're going to the island. The island is kind of like big deal for us then because we just
Everybody
come from
them
Warri.
inland. Them
Eh,
you come
yeah.
from Warri sef.
So the island now like big ballers to get into the club and buy drinks is way expensive. That's an beer you go buy DJ. But now you have to like, okay, maybe you buy like Red Label or something for the DJ now. So it's big for us. So we'll wait. Begin they come from every club. Every club.
Music promotion 101.
You understand? So it's crazy. Now it's just like you put on your phone and boom, you're a musician. So everybody can just get in.
Facts.
And the audience now, picking when grow, when start to enjoy music 2020, no, no, the struggles when music take to reach this point. The bridge when we build, the day they enjoy the new land, they don't enter, but nobody they give kudos to the guys when build the bridge.
Say it again.
The bridge when we build. The people when don't cross over to the other side now,
Enjoy new land.
they enjoy the new land, disrespecting most times the people
that
that
built
built this bridge.
Jesus
The
Christ.
contractors then when make you see that land.
Them P Square them.
It's deep.
Two-Face them. Them the band them.
So these kids now, I'm talking about this point when you start to hear music from 2020 or 2018. So then they're like, this is the standard of music.
I
No, that
posted a
can't be
video
standard.
throwback of Kanye West being invited on the stage by the band. People were commenting, they say, when this one happened? I said, my God. At that time, Kanye West was the biggest musician in the world. Like the biggest artist in the world. We turn up at an Afrobeats concert with a band.
Yeah.
And he brings him on stage to come and perform for us.
That's the bridge.
A lot of people forgot about those bridges.
Because the stories were not told and they were not documented.
Hey! It's time to tell those stories, huh?
Yeah, I think it's time to tell those stories. The stories were not told or documented. Like me personally, I know when I did Don Jazzy house, like I practically stayed that house that time in the studio, the record with the My Springs, Bang, Dibanj, Deep Prince, because Deep Prince was my guy.
Yeah.
Tega.
Yeah.
Tega brought me to the house then. So we see a whole lot. We draw experiences from everything when that they were going through, like everything, and trying to build ours. Like Erigga now, when you see, like, I want to put down, Erigga is like the blueprint. Let me put it that way. The blueprint, because I don't chase trends. I don't chase sounds. If the music is not, if the beat is not speaking to me, I don't speak to the beat. I don't even bother to even attempt. Everything is well thought of, and the fans will tell you. And I grew up being a live band artist. So my concerts are always like, so when you tell people, say Erigga shut down stadium, they not really, we not tell the story. Erigga don't tour Europe. I've toured like how many countries in Europe there. And even in the UK 2018, I did Manchester, I did Birmingham, I did Coventry. And I did London. Just small venues, just to pack your people.
Bring people.
This is rap we're talking about too.
Moving around. You mentioned promoting music at the time, and it just so happened a couple of days ago, I had a conversation with a young new artist nowadays. And whilst I was speaking to him was when I actually found out that he had a brand new album out. And I said, and I'm like, yo, that means don't tell me that the label was trying to put something together, the label's reaching out. From what we know, the musician role is not only to create music in the studio, but to make sure that the stakeholders and the people that can help you get your music out, you also get the music to them.
Yeah.
Don't wait for other people to try to do these type of jobs, but that's what the 2020 to 2025 artists now.
I think the word blow is the word that ruined the industry.
Yes.
There's nothing like blow. I don't believe in blow. Blow is just consistency that got to a peak that they don't have a choice now just to say, okay, we agree.
Knows now.
We agree. So now they fake blow. Anybody if you farm their shit,
they
go
organize.
Yeah, there is no longer that, you understand? This one is just like your farmer and go top and they call that blow, but the artist can't sustain the blow. That's why when you go to their Spotify, you see one song has like 1 billion streams, the other one is just 100, 200, down, like that, because it's not consistent. Nobody's listening. The machines are just there doing
When
their
you
thing.
see, especially the chart that controls almost the mentality of people in Nigeria, the Apple top 100 charts, and
That
how
was the
that stuff,
biggest
biggest
scam
scam.
that came up because it's just like a PR stunt. A lot of fans think that they have to get to that number one to be recognized. But if you reach that number one, what do you got to do again from there? Because there's a whole lot of element that contributes to you getting to the top. Not just it's just a chat from an iPhone, a tech company. So it's really the tech company that's going to tell me what music is good or what music is not good. No, music should speak to you. Like me, I don't even care. I'm at that point whereby I don't even care if the music is out. I just want to get to people, real actual humans, s- pick their emotions, make them just like maybe make them want start their day, make them want start something, make them. 'Cause I go to club like this people tap me, say people alpha, hey, I be your fan, no, Baba, I want to show you something. Just show me one house. Say, "Babe, see this house. Now your music are they listening to when Ginger when I say build this house. To me, it's bigger than your top 100. I don't care. What I care is how I'm changing lives. How people thought about, okay, Erigga went through this and this is the result. No, I can't do that. Like how people are like change how my music is changing the lives of people, putting the youths in positive play. Like I will tell you, like I do these things, I would smoke, we do that, but now for you not to do them. I go through all these things for you not to go through those things. I mean, I understand being a creative, being the kind of talent I am, is going to take a lot of draining, a whole lot because we soak in a lot
Of pain to
to
be
give,
creative.
to blow, to throw it back in the universe, and the universe finds a way of giving it to the people that need it at that particular time. So we go through the most pains. Not be just jolly ride. Like now, like say the universe just pick us specialists and now go talk the message out, and telling those messages is not easy because now I get picking now. She could play my old records. I'm like,
Damn.
Daddy, why were you? But then again, I did one for those people when not get guidance. Because me, I'm proud of that. Just me and my head. I don't really get any mentor when they pull me through on this part. Like,
You didn't have
on,
any siblings?
yeah, I do step siblings that I didn't grow up with.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was just you and your
It
mom.
was just me and my mom and my head
Wow.
and the street. So trust me,
What was
there's
that like for your
nothing they
mom?
the street when I not do. What's tough? Rap. You won't be rapper. Boom, boom, pop, boom, 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 pop, boom, boom.
Wow.
One day I just go see one of my bros. I don't say the bros neighbor. Now my neighbor say that guy they always they knock door every time because I'm always on that door. You have to boom, boom, boom. So it's tough. Like it's just what you want to do, but today is like okay, he's doing
At
it. He's
least.
doing his thing.
There's also one thing that comes with Erigga. Every time, apart from the music, the one time Erigga goes viral is you said something. Erigga has either tweeted something at the BBL girls, Lagos girls, this one, that one. Why, first of all, what issues do you have with the bad bees in Lagos?
They're my guys. They're my guys now. All of us in the streets now. We know ourselves. You understand? So they all the events and they carry the matter come outside. But no matter when everybody know. Now, the thing about Erigga is that what everybody is scared to say, he will say it and nothing will happen. Now the street all of us there.
Yeah. So none of those girls hit you up and say, why are you always throwing shade at us and
They
stuff?
love me. They love me.
But the thing I wanted to find out is why do you see it necessary sometimes to say some of this, in some cases, difficult truths?
The difficult truths are in my album. Sometimes I feel like if you're not gonna listen to the album, I'll find a way to get to you and tell you the truth. So like Twitter to me is like my personal diary. So when I say stuff, it's for me. If you feel offended, where I'm,
See
it can't fit
something,
you.
just fire it off. How you've said in the past, I saw once that I think you had a shout at Insta blog or blogs, basically generally saying that these might be the death of the society, that these blogs are projecting the negative ills of the society and are leading young people astray, basically. What are your thoughts about social media and the power that it's starting to have. We see it on our youths.
No, when I was coming to this podcast, I wanted to tell Great something, but maybe we chat over our chats.
Yeah.
I was like, you know how the slaves were there for like 400 years, and at a point in those 400 years, it seems normal because you just have
Because
to
it
go
became a
pick. Yeah, it
lifestyle.
became a lifestyle. Yeah, I'm like, a time will come, we'll look at this era and ask ourselves, how were we slaves mentally? Because there'll be a sort of awakening very soon. And you'll be like, how did we, just like the Nigerian music industry, when we wake up, like, how did we allow this whole everybody in now? Like, because then it was like, you really need to be extremely talented
before you can even
to
hold mic.
get to it. Who will let you hold mic when you never even did talented, okay? You understand? But right now, it's like anybody can get. I just see one song said that. I'm like, this is how our music has gone. Like, people are spitting on creativity. You're spitting on our craft. This is our business. But right now, those tech guys, because then they were actual A and R's. Maybe person when they'll do music before, when be producer before, when be promoter before. Eventually I say, okay, like only you can say, okay, you can come in and say you want to pick an artist. You know what to pick. You're not gonna go for one trending that will not be yet a year from now. You go for someone that's been there, right? Now, the tech guys only look at numbers. They don't look at talent.
They don't care about that.
They don't care about talent. They look at the numbers. What's your numbers like? What's the numbers like? So if it's number game, what do you expect the people to do? Farm the numbers. You don't have to be talented. Just have
Let's
numbers.
farm those numbers.
Let's get those numbers up because they've already put it in the eyes of that 15, 17, 18, 19 years old that it's only those with these numbers that are this talented. Now, why Peking go wake up, say he won't talk any about Brimo? I know how difficult it took me to even get Brimo on my hook in 2013.
At the peak of good morning,
you get that kind of thing, like, you understand? Because they look at those things now, like this is like so those tech guys and the influencers just mess the whole environment. This whole blogging, they just make some. Why if you say, if only when I say something that looks negative, the blog
that's
speaks.
when they
I fit tweet now, say my album is coming out March 28th, the GOAT. The blogs are silent.
The blogs will just completely look away.
Because they thrive on negative content. That's why a lot of artists now will go out of their way to do crazy ass stuff.
Find any kind of
just
beef.
to get those numbers. Nobody's trying to be creative. Before, like, there's my songs are like conceptual music. Like, there's a concept. I don't just sing. I think, okay, what angle can I get into these people's head? I just go pew and I get you. I'm like, oh, I love the concept of this music. There's no concept anymore. Right now, it's just vibe.
Lamba.
2, 3 lambas. That's all. You know, if you play music, because say, you see the line, there's no line anymore. Like, okay, see these 4 bars, these lines. You be my fan now.
Yeah.
If we buy album with the dissect lyrics, they break them down. Like, okay, like Jay-Z and Nas beef with their area, they argue.
Look at Vector and MI beef. Look at Vector and MI beef.
Like, let me tell you a story now, yeah?
Jeez.
At the peak of that beef, I was doing a show in Warri. I brought 2 of them in.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like you said, we have to tell these stories. I bring 2 of them come. The poster had only me, so nobody knew the other artists that were on that were coming. Well, that's one thing I do. I sell out with just my face. I don't need anybody's to be on my flyer, poster. I'll tell you that I'll sell out basically. Now, Vector came. Boom, 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 boom. We're on stage. Left, then MI came, like, what? Vector and MI on the same stage
at the peak of the world.
Bro, we didn't even pay for this, bro. What's going on? But behind the scene, Vector called me like, bro, how far? You know, tell me, say this man there. Wait till this up. I'd say, Vector, like, V, now my show you come.
No worry about the next one.
I worry you day. We no go fit do anything for a year. Until now reach na Lagos, they will not do it now undo. But you come here for me.
Everybody's gonna respect me.
And he respects me. Vector is one person that I respect, and he gives me that same respect. At the point we got down once kata when we say they give him one award for Eddie, I did on stage with him there. Then the other year was like, bro, what's gonna happen? I go give you my own Eddie's award. Say me you all I'm saying now your own be this one. Like, I'm like, nah, bro. That's how stubborn we today. But I'm like, yo, you can't do this here. We can't have this here, and that's the respect. So it takes a whole. You have to be at a certain level in this business for you to have that respect. Because
Absolutely.
it could have gone south.
That was big.
Vector was ready to take it south.
Yeah, and they were talking crazy.
And I know Vector normally.
Yeah. Everybody, what, apart from like how intense it was.
I had to separate the airports that they left in, though.
Are you for real?
Yes, so. I carry one person go fly from Benin, carry one person fly from Warri.
Just so they couldn't even come together.
Exactly. They were like, Erigga, if you don't bring the two come stay, I'm like, nah, these are personal stuffs were said. And they're grown men, they should undo it. I cannot bring two of them because of that clout.
Yeah, because if you had advertised that, the energy coming into that would have been crazy, bro.
No, it would have been like, it wouldn't have been too real because I feel like they should sort them their stuff. No, like
speaking about
deep.
Speaking about hip hop, I saw recently where someone, I think it was Major AJ from Chocolate City, that said "Cast" by Odumodu and Charlie Poppy was not a rap record.
Yeah.
And Odumodu, obviously, you know your boy Odumodu. Intelligent for days. That one is 100-year-old man. You know, he's got so many, and he responded to that, just breaking it down, you know, the bars and you know, the lyrics, what exactly is a rap record, what is hip hop, all that talk. And then I saw in those conversations, people were saying all sorts of conversations, saying, is Charlie Poppy a rapper? Is this person a rapper? Who are rappers now in Nigeria that Erigga considers a rapper? I know Odumodu's one.
Let's go back to the word rap. That's why I said gatekeeping supposed even day, because then before you call yourself rapper, you need to understand what be rap. What is rap? How did it start? Who started this? Who were the pioneers? We basically they go by the Source magazine so that we go know
5 mics.
we get 5 mics, we get 4 mics. Like that's how deeply invested we are into what we call rap.
You will first of all be a student.
So for me to come, they argue with children when I don't even know which hood Biggie come from or which hood Jaru is. Like, in those they won't follow me argue. I feel okay. Where Jaru they stay? You're saying New York. Where from New York?
New York.
If you don't figure that, I don't follow the argue. I beg you. Don't even know where Jaru they stay. Like that's how we look.
Yeah.
So now let's back to the conversation of what is rap.
Yeah.
Rhythm and poetry, or we can say rhythm applied poetry.
Yep.
Now, when we say rap now, talk.
Rhythm.
Jay-Z at the time said he can rap to the on or the exhaust of a car. I can rap on that. So I think the conversation where they're having the conversation should be, is it hip hop? Are you trying to say Cast is hip hop?
Yep.
Rap doesn't have to be on any, like, how will I say, let me put it like this way.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, let me put it this way, yeah. Rap can be on anything. Yeah. I don't rap for Robo Beats before now.
Facts.
Facts. Those my traditional.
Dino can rap on. What I've been listening
and that's
to
rap. So rap is the art of rapping.
On any
type of beat. So even if you bring blues, I rap put. We'll call it rap because now this is what I did on the beat.
The poetry that was
so
put
what
on that.
they did on Cast was actually rapping. If you say it's not rapping, what were they doing? Oh wait.
Don't be singing with that. No.
They weren't singing.
Yeah.
They were actually rapping on an amapiano beat.
Facts.
So because it's not, you can't take it. They're not asking you what genre was that. Like they're asking you rap.
Yeah.
Not is it hip hop. We're not trying to say it's hip hop. No, it's rap. So I feel rap for Fuji beats. It's rap.
Facts.
But don't call it hip hop. Because it's not.
What's hip hop? What's the difference?
The difference is the beats.
Hip hop is the actual boom bap and
boom bap.
Boom bap. Yeah, okay.
But
okay.
hip hop is not rap.
Okay.
Hip hop is the culture that embodies everything that we have here today,
Okay.
which is graffiti,
Dance.
breakdance,
Yeah.
rap,
Yeah.
hype,
Yeah.
DJing,
Yeah. MCing.
MCing, the
Yeah.
way we dress,
Yeah.
your snapback,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
Air Force
Yeah,
Ones.
that's hip hop.
It's a culture.
That's a culture. Rap is an element of hip hop. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Education here.
But they're not gonna argue that one. They're not gonna talk good that side because why? They don't water them yeah, so don't fit around. So anybody feel say they get opinions, they feel say they feel comment on something they know nothing about.
What's the title of the new album coming?
GOAT, greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
That's a big statement.
It's a big statement for me because I looked at my work, my journey, everything coming this far. Like, see, I don't really worry about what people worry about because I know how the environment I grew up in, living in a one-room apartment, public bedroom, violence every day, and today I can tell you that I've done a whole lot for myself. So it's bigger than awards. It's bigger than the charts. It's more of my life at stake because a lot of my peeps that came up together, they're either lying 6 feet or they're in prisons or they don't have anything going on in their life. So I'm just kind of like a symbol of hope for these kids that are coming up from that same environment, that same mind state. Yeah, so it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, oh, if Erigga can do it, I definitely can do it. And aside that, I've brought a lot of people up. Like through me, like a lot of artists, I've used this to like bring them out. And not even just artists, like street guys, like
So use it as a street Bible.
Yeah. So it's like the GOAT of all albums. This is the GOAT.
The lead single features our brother Erigga, the beast from the east. Fino Fino.
Fino na beast.
Absolute beast.
Fino na beast, I swear.
Who are the other collaborators on this project that you can share with us?
Okay. I have Bella.
Shmurda.
Yeah, Bella Shmurda on the project.
Brilliant.
I have this big head on the project. Great Adams.
Adams.
yeah, around 9.
So that's UK representing.
Yeah, I have Great Adams on the project. I have B Clef is in LA. Yeah, on the project too. I have a song with Tenny, but on this album, but it's gonna be on the deluxe, not on this one. Then it's just
that's good. that's amazing. How many records are gonna be on this?
12.
12. Tight 12. How many did you record before you narrowed it down to 12?
You see it. Let's take it back again. The first guy, which is Snowman, if you go for it, he was one that actually discovered me, like in the studio, like, bro, we can really take this thing to the next level. Yeah. Before he was able to work with me, I had to record 100 songs.
Those are those days.
At a point, I was sitting on 500 songs. Yes, 500
stories.
Yes, different stories. There was time I took one of my songs to Okada. One of these Ajebota play and say, I'm never coming to Warri again in my life. I will never go
because
to Warri.
Of the stories.
Because the story was too real. Like,
was too grimy.
How are you guys surviving them? Like, nine be that. You understand? So getting these 12 cuts, I had to go through a lot. Because at the point of like, my competition is myself. I don't pay attention to outside noise. Whatever anybody have going on, that's their business. I pay attention to myself. I shut down and just go in. And I was able to cut those 12 tracks. Trust me, it took a lot to cut it down to 12. But I know that the attention span nowadays has shifted. So it's very short. And for you to get that, have it repeatedly like that, 18, 20 is far reach. So let's do 12.
That's dope. And that way people can listen to that. Listen, finally, before I let you go, as a rap head that's been consistent with hip hop all through these decades, give me 5 hip hop artists that will consist of African hip hop artists and anywhere else in the world that you would like to recommend to some of our Afrobeats podcast listeners and viewers to go check out. 5 names.
Old on you.
I would say around now. If you wanted to just recommend some rappers to people to go and listen to. I'm looking heavy African list. And then you can maybe give us some international names of people that you listen to, that you enjoy, that we can go and check out.
I listen to Nines. You know Nines?
In the UK.
In the UK.
Nines, absolutely.
I feel like it kind of like speak to me, like my kind of reality. Like we did the same thing, the old
Bad man.
moving parks and all
Yeah.
that. I can relate to my colleague.
Who else? What?
Okay, Jerick.
Jerick, Enugu,
Jerick is heavy.
Beast.
Jerick is
Another
heavy.
one.
Psycho IP.
Psycho IP. Interesting.
Psycho is heavy. And you can't take Odumodu Black from it.
The Beast from
You
Abuja.
have to- yeah. Then we still have one, right?
One more.
Maybe check out Erigga.
Listen, and I like that. I like the fact that you even went like that, naming hip hop artists and then naming rappers and touching on an artist like Nines in the UK who has incredible credibility, amazing music, and I like Odumodu. I haven't really dug deeply into Psycho IP, but I've heard a couple of his records.
Psycho's
and
crazy.
He has credibility within the culture.
The
culture.
Psycho has
really
his own
appreciates
sound.
it. Yes.
He has his own sound. And for an artist to have his sound, like it takes a whole lot for you to have yours. For him to say,
this is
when they play a song and they say,
this is Psycho.
now this person be this.
And Jerick has that too.
Exactly.
And Jerick is another one that's amazing. So we're gonna check those ones out. Ladies and gentlemen, go. The album drops on the 28th of March, 2025. Erigga is in the building. This is the first, hopefully, of many conversations with my brother all the way from Warri, Lagos, Nigeria. Give it up for my brother, the paper boy, Erigga!
We said we should bring some gangsters into the studio, bro.
The studio was lacking some gangster energy.
Yeah, some gangster culture. In a good way, though.
The Afrobeats Podcast.
Right.